Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Saturday Night Shootout. Tonight, we got the Spin Master trucks here on the shootout track. I'm excited to see what they can do after an all-four kids final last week. And speaking of last week, Peanut in the Max D machine getting it done for the second time. But Violet Craddock had a very good night and a very impressive run. I'm excited to see what both of these can do here tonight. We're going to get started in round number one out of the Sunflower Monster Truck crew. Nugget pulls to the line in the Zombie machine, and he's set to take on last week's second place, Violet Craddock and Monster Mutt Poodle. Kicking things off in round one. Here they come down the stretch. Violet's got a lead. Look out. Nugget's out of shape, and he can't save it. He saved it one way, but it flipped over the other way. Violet taps the wall, but moves on. Up next out of Blazers Motorsports, this is Jeffrey Skipper in his brand new Blue Thunder Overcast, and he's set to take on Karson Wells out of Wells Motorsports and the Bakugan Dragonoid. There's the green light now. Here they come down the stretch. Karson with the lead. Look out. They both get a little wild, but Carson's up and over. He saved it on the left side, but rolls it on the right. Well, up next to the line now, that's Chad Legit in the Jester machine. He's set to take on none other than Steve Jones, the owner of Monster Truck Attitude and the Team Mints. There's the green light coming down the stretch. Steve's got a lead, but look out. They're both out of shape. Steve with all kind of problems over there. It looked like Chad Legit had a rear steering problem. The crew's going to check on that and see if he can make it back. Well, up next, John Craddock pulls to the line in the Thunder machine. He's set to take on Justin Lamb and that awesome-looking Dragon. There's the green light down the stretch. Justin's got a lead on him coming off the first set there. And all the way down, Justin had him. Looked like problems for John there at the end. Justin moving on. Well, up next out of Team 911, this is Ethan Wagner in the 5-alarm machine. And he's got his hands full because that's last week's winner, now two-time winner, Peanut in the Max D out of the Sunflower Monster Truck crew. Down the stretch, here they come. Peanut with a lead, but look out. Ethan's out of shape. And it looks like that bad juju with the 5-alarm machine is going to follow him over here. Ethan out of shape there. Up next, Donald Price Jr. out of Corey Marvin Chevy American Revolution Race Team. That's him in the Big Kahuna. He's set to take on Wild Man Ryan Johnson in the Higher Education. Here they come down the stretch. Look out. Wild Man's getting wild. Is he going to save it? No, he can't save it. It's up and over. I thought he had that thing saved, but Donald Price Jr. moving on. Up next to the line now, that's Keith Cromwel in the Monster Lobster. He's set to take on Ryan Hayward in the Blue Thunder machine now with the Blazers Motorsports. Didn't really have the opening he wanted. Here he comes now down the stretch. He's out of shape and he rolls it over. Looked like something broke in the rear steering down the stretch. You seen him get out of shape, and from there he was just along with the ride. Closing out round one action, the owner of the Sunflower Monster Truck crew, that's Matt Cheever. And Grave Digger the Legend, he's set to take on the owner of Thick and Thin Racing. That's Rudy's Eulogy. Here they come down the line now. Matt with a lead, and all the way he's going to get him. Those two have been talking smack over there on the page, and Matt got the best of him. Well, here we are down in the pits, checking on Chad Legit with the Gesture machine. You see he's got all kind of fluid leaking out the back there. Something definitely broke in the rear steering. The team's hoping to get him back out there for round two action. We're going to see if he can make it back. Here we are in round two. Violet Craddock comes back in that Monster Mutt Poodle. She seems to have it dialed in again here tonight, but she's set to take on a former three-time winner and Monster Truck Outlaw champion, Jeffrey Skipper in Blue Thunder Overcast. Down the stretch, Violet's got a lead on him all the way. Oh, my goodness. She's going to roll it down there at the finish. What a close finish. We're going to double-check it. And Violet Craddock and Monster Mutt Poodle is going to get it done. She kind of tipped the truck over down there, but she's okay. She'll be back for action. Well, up next, Chad Legit comes back to the line in Jester. They got the truck running. They think they've got it fixed, and he's set to face off against Justin Lamb in the Dragon. Let's see who can get it done here. Coming down the stretch, Justin with the lead, but look out. He's all out of shape. Tried to save it, but he couldn't get it. And Jester looked like he had problems again with the rear steering there, even though he moved on. Up next, Peanut pulls to the line in the Max D. He's set to face off against Donald Price Jr. in the Big Kahuna. This ought to be a barn burner here. Here they come down the stretch pretty even. Look, they're both out of shape. Peanut gets past the line, and Donald Price Jr. is going to roll it over. What an amazing wheel stand. He runs out of room and tips the truck over. He went out in style. Closing out round two action now. Keith Cromwell comes to the line in the Crush Station. He's set to face off against Matt Cheever and Gravedigger the Legend. Coming down the stretch, they're pretty even. Look out! Matt getting wild over there, rolls the Legend over, and Keith Cromwel with a good-looking run is going to move on. Here we are in semifinal action. Violet Craddock comes to the line in the Monster Mutt Poodle, and she's set to face off against Chad Legit and the Jester. The team's still looking over the truck, making sure they got it fixed. Here they come down the stretch. Violet gets the lead on him all the way, and a good-looking run. Violet's going to put herself in the finals yet again. Chad Legit had a good run. They finally got it fixed, but he's on the trailer. Well, up here to close out semifinal action, that's Peanut in the Max D. He's set to face off against Keith Cromwel in the Crustacean. Here they come down the line. Keith's got a lead on him all the way through the middle. Peanut tried to catch up, but couldn't get it done. Back here on Outlaws now, we are ready for the finals. That's Violet Craddock in the Monster Mutt Poodle. She's here again, and she's set to face off against Keith Cromwel in the Crustacean. Neither one have ever won here before. Who wants it more? Down the stretch, Violet's got a lead, and coming up and over, she's going to roll it again. But I believe she got it done, and she does on her tail. Literally, she's going to get it done over Keith Cromwel. Congratulations to Violet Craddock on your first ever victory out here on Outlaws. I know you're super excited, and I know your dad's super proud of you. Well, I hope you guys sure enjoyed this episode of Saturday Night Shootout. If you haven't already, be sure to shoot the subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and be sure to check out the link to the Facebook page in the description of the video. Thank you, guys. We'll see you Monday night.